All right, let's go ahead and talk about your commission structure, and we'll talk about a couple things here. So bear with me on this video. It's super fast, but we'll talk about it. 275 comp is the plan that I'm under, and then you net 220 basis points of that money. That's in between 0 and $2.99 million. And then if you do over $3 million in 1 month, anything over the $3 million mark, you get 100%. There's no longer a split here. You get all 275. Now let's talk about if you had to go a little skinny on a deal and do what they call buyer paid comp, where you disclose the rebate and the upfront, lender fee and how much you're going to be compensated for. So let's do an example at 150 basis points. You net 110 of that. And again, if you're over $3 million, you net 100% of that. Now, let's say how we can actually get all 275 of this comp. Now, if you had some people in your downline, which we're going to talk about next, but let's say you had 10 people in your downline, that money starts now at $2 million. Then if you have a senior partnership where you have 15 loan officers doing one loan, then it starts at $1 million. Now, if you get 20 loan officers underneath you, then you get 100% of the 275 or whatever you split here. So keep that in the back of your mind of the importance of about building your downline. And we'll talk about that here a little bit more on the next screen. So let's talk about this. This is going to be a download calculator. Let's say the average loan officer does $900,000 per month. Most mortgage retail bankers get about 100 basis points, and you get here 220 basis points on a full comp deal. And so you are giving up $10,800 in commission by just $900,000 in production on a monthly basis. Now, if you're doing, $2.5 million a month, look at that, there's $30,000. But let's just go with some basic numbers at $900,000. And stick with this number for now. Let's go ahead and talk about this downline calculator, which is critically important here. Now, most of you won't want to recruit people. Maybe you know 1 or 2 people. That's okay. Let's generate a little bit of income on this. And over the years, you can generate a lot of income on this. So let's go ahead and just go for the gusto a little bit. Let's say you recruited 20 loan officers into the business. Let's say those 20, you help them get 2 more, right? And let's say we just double the numbers. That doesn't mean you got one guy who's getting 0, you got one guy who's getting 5 or 10 recruits, whatever it might be. Then those 40 double, that turns into 80. And let's go with the same average loan amount, $900,000 on average monthly volume for a loan officer. That's $126,000 per month or $1.5 million per year. You're making way more money on your downline than you're on your own personal production in this case scenario. Now, remember, if you get 20 loan officers in your downline that are all doing one loan, your comp now goes up to 275 basis points. Look at that. That increased dramatically right there when that happened. So that is a huge piece of the puzzle here that you need to look at. I'm going to go back to this compensation screen here. And again, here's the numbers where you get the full comp where it starts. 10 loan officers underneath you starts at $2 million. Senior 15 starts at $1 million. Some great scenarios here for you to take a look at. Now, let's say you're not licensed in a particular state. We're licensed in all states other than New York. But let's say you don't, let's say you're not licensed in a particular state. Let's go ahead and pick a random state here. Let's say Idaho. There are 3 loan officers here that are licensed in Idaho. So you can pick and choose any one of them, give them that particular deal. They'll give you 25% of the gross revenue. So if the commission's $10,000, you would get $2,500 into your ledger. Now, right now, there are 30 people that are in this coaching program. They will help you structure loans. They will help you tell you what lenders to work with, all this type of stuff. And you're going to see this. People are ranked with thumb ups and thumbs down. So if they're good, they have good thumbs up. If they're down, then they don't. Of course, they're no good. Dan Faust is the #1 guy here with the company, and he helps structure things for us. Let's go ahead and talk about lenders. We have 240 lenders usually in the system, 230 today that are in the system right now. And these lenders are live and are available to take calls from you at any time. I'm going to first go over different type of loan programs here. And I want you to pay attention up here. I'm not going to read them all off, but I'm just going to scroll down here. And I'm going to hit some highlights here. You can do commercial loans. You can do SBA loans. You can do reverse mortgages. You can deal deals out of state. You can do deals in Mexico and Puerto Rico. You can do rehab loans, reverse mortgages. You can make up to 5 basis points on those deals, and manufactured homes in a park on leased land. You can make up to 3 points on them. But this will give you an idea of some of these lenders. So now I'm going to show you what this thing looks like in regards to these things. These lenders are live. They're available at any point in time to talk to them. So if I need to talk to John right now, I click on John. I would then see his contact information. I click this little Zoom. He would be on the Zoom with me, helping me structure a loan, help me price a loan. Maybe I need to get some conditions cleared with an underwriter, whatever it might be. This will be readily available for you on anyone who's live at the time. So then processors, we work with contract processors here. The clients pay the contract processor fee. We have 128 processors that are available. Again, thumbs up, thumbs down. They're live and available to take calls from you. If you need to talk to someone in a different language, or let's say they're only Spanish speaking or French or German or whatever it might be, you can pick a particular language, and some of these processors are bilingual. So that might be another resource for some of you as well. Let's go ahead and talk about insurance agents as well. So sometimes it's hard to get an insurance binder. This is a great avenue. Again, live people. There's 15 insurance agents available today. Out of them, these guys are live. You just click on Chris's little click here and again, get a live Zoom call. You'll have an insurance binder in literally 10 minutes. This is Loan Sifter. This is how I price out loans. And you can price out anything. Now, today is the December 15th, so you're not going to see this video on the same day, so don't consider this pricing live pricing. But if you need to price out a deal, feel free to just give me a call and I'll price out a deal for you live. You're going to notice how aggressive the pricing is, and you're on the wholesale level. So you're going to be really shocked about what this really looks like for you. So I'm going to pick Washington State here. Let's go ahead and show a rate of like 6.25% on the rate. And this will get us more of the raw price if we do it this way. So let's go ahead and let's not take the top person. Let's just take someone here who's down maybe a little further. Let's go ahead and let's go down all the way to JMac. JMac's really fun to work with. So let's take a look at this. 6.5% is paying 2.7509. So sorry, 2.759. That means that we would get our full comp at 275 and the client would pay 0 in loan fees. You can come all the way down here, look at the 6.25. That's priced even better right here. That's sort of the sweet spot. 2.6, you charge the client 0.133. That would get the client to 275 and you get your full comp. Now, if you need to get aggressive on a file, maybe you come down to 5.625%. You're getting only 0.9 rebate. And let's say you want to make 200 basis points. You charge the client 1.1 loan origination fee, and you'll net about 154 basis points on that situation instead of the 220 that we talked about before. But you need to call me for some real-time pricing. This is based on December 15th right now. If you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out to me. Give me a call, like and subscribe.